From the sun-drenched plains of Persia to the rugged mountains of India, the Macedonian army under Alexander the Great marched undefeated. Their conquests reshaped the ancient world. They forged an empire the likes of which had never been seen. The Macedonian army was more than just a fighting force. It was a well-oiled machine of war. At its heart was the Phalanx, a fearsome formation of heavily armed infantry. This formidable unit, bristling with long pikes, formed the anvil upon which Alexander's enemies were broken. He wielded a combined arms strategy that utilized infantry, cavalry, and ranged units in perfect harmony. This allowed him to outmaneuver and overwhelm his opponents on battlefields across continents. The story of the Macedonian army is one of courage, discipline, and tactical brilliance. It is a story that continues to fascinate and inspire us today. Imagine a solid wall of bronze and iron advancing relentlessly across the battlefield. This was the Macedonian Phalanx, a formation so formidable that it became synonymous with ancient Greek warfare. Composed of thousands of heavily armed infantrymen, the Phalanx was a masterpiece of both offensive and defensive power. Each soldier, known as a phalangite, was armed with a sarissa, a pike over 20 feet long. These pikes projected forward, creating a bristling hedge of steel that could skewer any enemy foolish enough to come within range. The phalangites stood shoulder to shoulder, their large shields interlocked, forming an impenetrable barrier. The phalanx's true strength, however, lay in its ability to advance as a single, cohesive unit. With their shields locked and pikes lowered, the phalangites advanced with mechanical precision, their sheer mass capable of breaking through even the most determined enemy lines. The phalanx, though just one element in Alexander's army, remained the bedrock of his success, a testament to the power of discipline, training, and sheer unwavering courage. While the phalanx formed the anvil of the Macedonian army, the companions were its hammer. This elite cavalry unit, composed of the noblest and most skilled horsemen in Macedonia, fought with unmatched ferocity and loyalty. Clad in gleaming armor and armed with lances and swords, the companions were a terrifying sight to behold as they thundered across the battlefield. They were Alexander's shock troops, his most trusted companions in arms. He led them personally in battle, charging at the head of the wedge formation that maximized their impact. The companions were more than just heavy cavalry. They were masters of maneuver and tactical flexibility. Their ability to exploit breakthroughs created by the phalanx turned many a victory into a rout. The bond between Alexander and his companions was unbreakable. Their courage, skill, and unwavering loyalty to Alexander cemented their place in history as one of the most formidable cavalry units the world has ever seen. Alexander the Great's military genius lay not just in the strength of his individual units, but in his masterful ability to combine them into a cohesive and devastating whole. The Macedonian army was a marvel of combined arms warfare. It seamlessly integrated the heavy infantry of the phalanx, the shock cavalry of the companions, light infantry for skirmishing and flanking maneuvers, and a variety of ranged units armed with javelins, bows, and artillery. Alexander's battles were not merely clashes of armies, but carefully orchestrated ballets of death. This combined arms approach allowed Alexander to adapt to different enemies and terrains. His ability to seamlessly integrate his diverse forces, each complementing the other's strengths and covering their weaknesses, was a testament to his military genius and a key factor in his unprecedented string of victories. Alexander's conquests extended beyond open battlefields. He mastered the art of conquering fortified cities, the power centers of the ancient world. His campaigns included formidable fortresses like Tyre and Babylon. Using advanced siege engines and tactics, he combined force with strategy. At Tyre, he built a causeway to bring his siege engines to the island. He used towering siege towers, battering rams, and catapults. Alexander's success in siege warfare showcased his strategic vision and innovation. The thundering charges of the companions and the unwavering advance of the phalanx might capture the imagination, but the Macedonian army's success rested on logistics and innovation. Alexander understood that an army marches on its stomach, and that victory depended on keeping his troops supplied. His logistical genius was remarkable. He assembled a skilled team who ensured a steady flow of supplies, even across vast distances and challenging terrain. Beyond logistics, the Macedonian army was a hotbed of military innovation. Alexander embraced new technologies and tactics. The unsung heroes labored behind the scenes. The Macedonian army, shrouded in the mists of time, continues to fascinate with its hidden truths. Beyond battlefield prowess lie details of soldiers' daily lives. One surprising aspect was the army's diversity. It included contingents from various Greek city-states, Thracians, Paeonians, and Persians. This multicultural force reflected Alexander's vision of a unified empire. The Macedonian army was a microcosm of the ancient world, reflecting diversity and strength. The Macedonian army, like all great armies of history, has become enshrouded in myths and legends. Tales of their invincibility, their technological superiority, and the godlike status of Alexander himself have been passed down through generations, blurring the lines between fact and fiction. One persistent myth is that the Macedonian army was invincible, effortlessly crushing all opposition. While it is true that Alexander never lost a battle, this was not due to some inherent superiority, but rather to a combination of brilliant leadership, superior tactics, and the ability to adapt to different enemies and terrains. Another myth claims that the Macedonians possessed advanced technology that gave them an unfair advantage. While they were certainly innovative in their use of weapons and siege engines, much of their success stemmed from their discipline, training, and tactical flexibility, not from any technological marvel. Perhaps the most enduring myth is that of Alexander himself. Separating fact from fiction allows us to appreciate the Macedonian army for what it truly was: a formidable fighting force, led by a brilliant commander, but ultimately composed of ordinary men who achieved extraordinary things through their courage, discipline, and unwavering commitment to their cause. Alexander the Great's campaigns, spearheaded by his mighty Macedonian army, left an indelible mark on the ancient world. His conquests stretched from Greece in the west to India in the east, forging an empire of unprecedented scale and cultural diversity. The impact of his conquests resonated long after his death, shaping the political, cultural, and intellectual landscape of the ancient world for centuries. One of Alexander's most enduring legacies was the spread of Hellenistic culture. As he conquered new lands, he established cities, often named after himself, which became centers of Greek language, art, architecture, and philosophy. This fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures, known as Hellenism, had a profound impact on the development of art, literature, science, and philosophy throughout the Mediterranean world and beyond. Alexander's conquests also led to increased trade and economic prosperity. By connecting the East and West, he opened up new trade routes and facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. Despite its complexities, Alexander's legacy continues to fascinate and inspire, a testament to the enduring power of ambition, vision, and the human desire to leave a mark on the world. The Macedonian army, though a product of its time, offers timeless lessons that resonate even in our modern world, lessons that transcend the battlefield and hold relevance for leaders, organizations, and individuals alike. One crucial lesson is the importance of adaptability. The Macedonian army's success stemmed not from rigid adherence to tradition, but from its ability to adapt to different enemies, terrains, and tactical situations. Alexander and his generals were constantly learning, innovating, and refining their tactics, ensuring their army remained a step ahead of their adversaries. Another key takeaway is the power of unity and teamwork. The Macedonian army was a diverse force, comprising soldiers from various backgrounds and cultures. Yet, they fought together as one cohesive unit, their individual strengths complementing each other. This unity of purpose, fostered by strong leadership and a shared sense of mission, was crucial to their success. The lessons of the Macedonian army extend beyond the military realm, underscoring the importance of adaptability, teamwork, planning, and a willingness to embrace innovation. The ancient world, though separated from us by millennia, offers wisdom relevant to today's challenges. The Macedonian army provides insights into leadership and strategy. Their adaptability is crucial in our rapidly changing world. Just as Alexander adapted his tactics, we must embrace change. Unity and teamwork, demonstrated by the Macedonian army, are vital today. Facing global challenges requires collaboration and empathy. Studying the past offers insights into the present and future. The story of the Macedonian army is a tapestry woven from threads of courage, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of victory. It is a story that continues to captivate and inspire, offering timeless lessons that resonate even today. What aspects of the Macedonian army's story resonated most with you? What lessons do you think are particularly relevant to our modern world? Share your thoughts, insights, and questions in the comments below. Like this content and share it with others who might be interested in exploring the annals of history and uncovering the timeless wisdom they hold. Together, let's keep the conversation going and learn from the past to build a better future.